and I'm hoping that that is facing the right direction. All right, what's up, guys? I'm Anthony from RustedHelmets, and I wanted to make a quick video about these large tool bag bottoms from SOE, for the SOE tool bag. And I thought to myself, probably the best way I could sum it up without being a dickhead about it is just to it's just common sense, basic common sense. You don't want to leave your fucking pistol and your tool bag bottom wet or oily and exposed for 6 weeks at a time, because just like how in nature rust will propagate under the appropriate circumstances, your gear can get a little grimy. So you don't want to leave your phone on there for 2 weeks or a day or even a couple hours if it's wet out, right? So that's what I mean by common sense. Sorry, I'm chewing tobacco. Okay, incredibly unprofessional. And I save these and I pour them into my mother-in-law's coffee when she's not looking. All right, so I wanted to cover that. Trying to think what else I've been asked. This is something people will ask. Oh, what is that? Is that steel? Is that a piece of sheet metal? No, it's just Kydex. It's good quality Kydex, obviously, but it's just plain and simple Kydex. There's a texture to this. I don't know if you can hear that, or maybe if I give you like a bit of a close-up here, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. It's not flat. It's not a flat surface, and I've been working a little bit, but it's not coming off on my nails or anything. The most it'll do, and this is what I kind of tell people, is if you rub it with your hands, you might get a little orange, and you can hardly even see it. But what you're not going to do, I chose this black for a reason, is you see how nothing's coming off, nothing's falling off, it's not leaving the surface. This has a nice sealer on it, and it's not going anywhere. I thought one of our dudes from the groups, from the SOE groups, you guys know who you are, he wants to do I think it was Aaron Wilson. Was it Aaron Wilson? I don't know. He wants to do his Kydex holster. So what he's going to do is he's going to, once he bought a bottom, he's going to put his blue gun on here and just leave it for a few days and just see how it responds. And then as long as everything goes well, and I assume it will, we're probably going to do his holster. He'll be the first holster that'll be rusted out. Trying to think of what else anyone's asked me or inquired about. Kydex, yeah, it's pretty. I think that's everything. Paint. So this is probably like the number one question, and it's a completely reasonable question. Are you just painting them? Quick answer is no. If I was just painting this, I'd probably be a fucking millionaire, because if I could just paint this and walk away, I'd be making money all day long. But it's a very time-consuming process. I mean, just looking at this probably took. It's a very back and forth thing over the course of maybe 2 to 8 days, depending on the weather and just the humidity of my home, and what else I got going on, obviously. And it's not about just like doing something, leaving it and walking away. It's almost about sort of forecasting in your mind. It takes a lot of mental work to think about where you want to go and where you want to end, and then you basically have to work backwards from there and sort of sometimes cross your fingers. But this stuff, it is so unique. You're not going to find this at fucking Walmart or something. All the little artifacts in the rust, that's intentional. That's on purpose. This is a little fish scale pattern I've been working on, and I thought it'd look cool on one of these little Kydex wallets. But all this stuff takes time. It's very well thought out. Oh, here we go. And it's a theme. You know what I mean? It's one of my motorcycles is designed behind this theme. It's very Mad Max, very post-apocalyptic, and I love that look, that raw look. So it's not an accident. This is still a work in progress. These TP bottle openers are so sick. Freaking love these things. Floor is going to be sending in his bashers as well. So just wanted to cover a few things that this is actually for Jason Malak. I don't know how to say his name. Cool fucking guy. Trying to think of anything else. Big thank you to SOE guys. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Support has been incredible. Interest has been overwhelming. Very, very busy answering a lot of questions. Here's a little buckle I've been working on. The next sort of idea I have actually is to take this fish scale pattern. I don't know how long it's said. This took fucking forever. Is to take this fish scale pattern and possibly run it along the line of this helmet here. It's going to take a lot of time because I got all this bullshit in the way, but nature of the beast, right? I was thinking myself that I could take my pistol and just leave it in a large SOE tool bag and take a picture, maybe some video every day, just leave it, and then over the course of like a week or two, I'd flip it and you could see what would be on the other side, which ultimately be nothing. I've tested this. I've had a helmet that's been rusted out like this for, I'll say, oh god, how long's it been? I'll say 2 years. And I ride in the rain. I hate fucking driving here in California. It's probably even worse in LA. In fact, I know it's worse in LA. So that's actually why I bought a motorcycle. And my helmet looks just virtually the same. There's like superficial scratches or like, I fucking hit my keys with it or something like that. But big hunks of this rust, they're not like cracking or chipping off. I mean, it is fucking on there. So the only thing I can imagine is if you were to, oh god, I don't know. I'm thinking like, if you left your helmet out in the rain and just left it, like out in the wilderness where it's moist and it's damp or whatever, maybe, but my helmet hasn't changed much, so I don't even know about that. Anyway, someone asked about whether or not this would come off, and I told him, actually it was 3 or 4 people asked about this, but this is just the other day. I told him that I would post a video. I wanted to get a nice, good, clear video to show him that, it's not going to chip off or anything like that. So here it is. Just wanted to close the loop on that. And if you have any questions, we're on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. I think I got an Etsy page up there somewhere. And then, of course, there's the Rusted Helmets website, which is www.rustedhelmets.com. And questions, you could PM me or just go to rustedhelmets@gmail.com. Other than that, gosh, I think that's pretty much about it.